In this tutorial, we'll walk you through connecting Webflow forms to LeadProsper. The first step will be to add the ingestion URL. When editing your page in Webflow, navigate to your form element, then click on the gear icon to the right of the name to expand the form settings area. Here, you will paste the LeadProsper ingestion URL into the action field, which by default is the one seen on screen. Then, select Post as the method. The next step is to correctly label and map field names. Go through each of your field settings in your Webflow form and confirm that the form field name matches the field that you want to map it to in LeadProsper. For example, if you have a field name where you're collecting the value for last name, then you want to ensure that the field name in Webflow is set to last_name so that it matches exactly what is in the LeadProsper API specs. The name has to match exactly, including spacing and capitalization. If the field names don't match exactly, then they will fail to make it to LeadProsper. Next are multiple values one-choice fields. If your LeadProsper API specs contain a campaign field that is formatted as multiple values one choice, ensure that the field on your Webflow form allows for multiple selections and that those selection values are mapped to allow the values for that field. For example, as you see on screen, we have a select field in Webflow that is labeled roof shade, and in our LeadProsper API specs you see roof shade and the allowed values. The Webflow select field choices values must match exactly what is in the allowed values of your API specs, otherwise the value will fail. In Webflow you have the ability to set the text and value for a choice. The text field can be set to whatever you want to show in your list, but the value field must be set to what is in the allowed values list in the API specs. As you can see on screen, for the choice text we have a little shade, which we will show in our list, and the value is set to partial shade, as that's what's in the API specs. The final step is to add hidden text fields. Create the text fields LP Campaign ID, LP Supplier ID, and LP Key in your Webflow form, and mark them as visibility equals hidden. Do this for all three fields. This will include these required values when you post your form submit. Use the field name for name, then in the placeholder put the value from the API specs. If you are testing your form submits, you can also add a fourth hidden field called LP Action and set the placeholder to test. This will allow you to send test form submissions to your campaign during setup. If you add LP Action Test as a hidden field, make sure to remove it before sending live traffic. Save your form settings, publish the changes to your page, then you can begin testing and posting your leads to LeadProsper. That's all there is to connecting your Webflow form to LeadProsper. Thanks for watching. At the time of this article being written, Webflow does not have an integrated logging system for form posts, so if you're running into trouble, we suggest reaching out to their support team to see if they can help troubleshoot it with you.